Well, I've gone further for a lot less, I can tell you that. I was pleasantly surprised. You know, usually when you see a horse that's got beat up, right? And this horse has been beat up since Kentucky. You know, raced over his head. It's nobody's fault. It's just that's what was offered to us. Ever since he raced those first 2 starts where he was pretty good in Kentucky, he had to race up in the Open because the other class didn't fill. He got beat up. He came up here, got beat up, got roughed up a little bit. Usually when you see horses do that, they're flat, right? It's like a boxer that's lost his last 5. He's not coming in throwing crisp jabs, I can tell you that. And I was surprised when I warmed up Brace. It was sharp. He was sharp. I'd like to say it's because he knew I was sitting there, but he was just sharp. And when we get in behind the gate, I really didn't know what to do. I had options, depending on how he felt. Because remember, I'm thinking, this is the same horse that got parked the whole way last week. I'm thinking, I don't know what he's going to do. I know that Tyler's driving a horse with lots of class beside me. And if I just take the easy way out and drop in behind him, I'm second, third over, whatever. Is that better? But I do have a bit of a sickness. I do enjoy the front end. And I went out of there, and originally what I want to do, I thought Jody's horse was a player in there. I didn't want to sit third, so I just let him trot into the turn until Tyler relented. And as he was getting in, now Jody's starting to walk. We were really marching because about 100 yards to the quarter pole, he had us right in park, 100 yards to the quarter pole. And then coming out of the turn, well, I didn't, because we were walking coming out of the turn, and I had to remove. I removed, and I took my time getting to the lead. Still, I was over there 26-3, same as Jody, same as Tyler. So I'm thinking, I'm tapping the brakes, but Brace has never been known for his durability. So I'm thinking, if somebody comes hard at the half, I'm going to be in trouble. I look over, and I know we're walking 57-1. Mathematically, fantastic for us. But I still don't know what's lurking in the weeds. I don't really know these horses, to be honest. Halfway around the last turn, he's running in a bit, but as he's running in, he's coming forward. Like he feels like he wants to, he wants at them. So as soon as I felt a little bit of separation between, this guy, he's moving over for me. A little bit of separation between Jody and I kicked the earplugs, and I hoped that, Brace was going to swell up and try to be a bully, because he'll do that once in a while. We come out of the turn, and I'm looking for the TV to see who's coming at me, and I got right on top of the cones coming out of the last turn too. I went through one and run over one. It was tight. It didn't look that bad in the video. To me, it felt like I went through one or two of them, but it looked like I ran over one and hit the other one. I'm waiting for the TV. I'm driving on him, and I look at the TV, and I think I got them measured. But I've been driving at Northfield in the meadow, so it's not Mohawk. So I kept scrubbing on him right through the wire, and he got there 54 flat, and a very good mile from him. I was just, he's been a letdown since the day we bought him, but I've always believed in this horse, and he always shows you just sparks once in a while where there could be a good horse lurking in there. When I warmed him up, I come off the track, and I said to Emily and Amy, I said, this horse feels like you could race him without hobbles right now. Say what you want. Dominic hasn't had the best run. He's in a bit of a funk himself, and he's had a great week the last week. But he takes some good care of these horses, man. Brace for Landing has put on weight, looks good, and as I said, might have been beat up the last little while, but when push came to shove, he showed up tonight. He showed up. I was really proud of him tonight. Now, in other news, I guess I'd be remiss if I didn't report the entire night. Oakwood Cowboy finished sparkling 5th in a 6-horse field. The track looks terrible. And I looked at it. It literally looks like a plowed field at Georgia Downs. I had a gentleman come up to me tonight and said, hey, would you sell Oakwood Cowboy? Probably yes. I suppose yes. Most of all, he's in a claimer. He goes, I'm not claiming horses off you and Dominic. What have I said, please? Go ahead. So there is, I suppose, an active offer. This was before he raced, so I don't know if there's an amended offer on the wire or not. I know there's a lot of my partners. Just so we're clear, I think at this juncture there isn't anybody who owns as much as I do of Oakwood Cowboy. I've been bailing people out of this horse, and I was an original partner of yours also. So if you want to look at how to take a bath, that guy's probably somewhere on Wikipedia. Right there is Oakwood Cowboy. It was so weird because the original owners of Oakwood Cowboy were here from the North American Cup from Ireland, and I walked into a restaurant on Sunday. Two gentlemen from Ireland. They said, "Hey, Anthony McDonald." I said, "A much thicker accent. I'm not going to try and do my accent. I can't do it." I said, "Yeah." Delaney brothers are here. I think they're in Delaney's. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" I know they're big. They're the biggest name in horse racing in Ireland, but I still don't know the connection. He said, "Oh, our horse raced last night. It was Sunday. They raced Oakwood Cardum or whatever that raced in the Mohawk Gold Cup. He was one of the favorites. I believe they said he was Oakwood Cowboy's brother." I said, "Yeah, cool. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, hey, you got me good on that one, eh, buddy?" And he said, you know, I really thought he'd go for it. Actually, to be fair, when I bought Oakwood Cowboy, he sold out quickly, and that gentleman asked to buy back into him for like 5 or 10%. And at the time, he was like Save America yesterday, super oversubscribed. People wanting him and trying to move shares around for people. Instead of 3, you get 2. Instead of 5, you get 3. And there was just nowhere for him. Luck of the Irish, as they say, I guess. So, some decisions to be made with Oakwood Cowboy. If they fill the 8-claimer, of course, I think he can probably do in there pretty easily, I'd say. He didn't race horrible tonight, but racing him from off the pace, this is a horse that every race I've ever seen him win has been on the front end. Every single one. And taking him back to 5th. And again, I'm not knocking anybody because there might have been a lot of speed in there and there was just no option. But 2nd, 3rd over, he also has never been known for his grit and determination. So we had two suspected cowards race tonight. One ran off at Mohawk and the other one did not at Georgian. So really happy. You know, Amy was saying that, you know, I was talking to Roger Mayotte, and you know, if you guys know Roger Mayotte, probably one of the nicest guys in horse racing. And it was so odd because my whole life I always went to the movies, right? I was a big movie buff before we had all our kids. I would see every movie in the theater, and I was in like heaven when they opened a movie theater 3 blocks from my house in Guelph. Then we moved to Ohio, and there's a movie theater 2 blocks away. But since the pandemic, I haven't gone that much. It's, you know, Netflix and Prime. You know, if you really need to see them, they're somewhere online. But I still like going to the movies, sitting down, relaxing, collecting my thoughts in peace, and watching a movie. And it was the weirdest thing because if you know Roger Mayotte, he would never strike you as a movie buff. Sees them all. The 2 movies I was waiting to see that are out right now that I just haven't had time to see, he's seen them both. Told me they were both fantastic, by the way. Yep. Not going to tell you which ones. Yeah, I won't. Fall Guy and the Hitman movie. They're both on Netflix and Prime now. I think both on Netflix. He said they were pretty good. And Roger and I like the same types of movies too. And we're polar opposites, but like the same things. He's a really cool guy, and it was nice to run into him and talk to him for a minute. It's nice to get home, right? It feels like I live on another planet. Come home to see all the people that I've known forever. And it feels weird, but it's nice to get home. And Jody stopped me on the way out and said, "Hey, you know, he wanted to go for lunch." He goes, "When are you going back?" And I said, "I got 3 or 4. I got to train as many babies as I can train before I have to leave tomorrow. Then I have to race at the Meadows, and then I have to race at Northfield." And he goes, "You're an idiot." He said, "You know, Amy was saying you're going to burn yourself out." Listen, I love my job, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to do it. And you know what? I may not be the best driver, may not be the best trainer, but nobody's going to say I didn't work hard at it. And that's the one thing, you know, you only got is what people think of you, I suppose, sometimes is important, but who you are. And I had time to come over here and drive Race for Landing. I was frustrated with the results of his races. You know, I'm not making fun of anybody. Jody get parked or anything. It doesn't matter. I know Brace for Landing. I know what he's like. He's a better horse than he's showing up at the track, and I want to know why. There's no answers tonight. He was good. I was happy to go with the babies today. I talked to people on the phone the whole way home. It felt like a 40-minute drive. I'm going to get up tomorrow. I'm going to train the babies. I'm going to make a video for you about how they trained. And I'm going to drive all the way back to the meadows. I'm going to drive Ready for Landing, who's a little frustrating, much like Brace for Landing. Very, very similar animals. Both by Tactical Landing. But I like them both. I'm going to drive Brace for Landing from post 8. I'm going to get back in the car. I'm going to drive another 2 hours down the road to Northfield, and I'm going to do something that I absolutely love. I don't love the filly I'm driving tomorrow. I like her. I think she's a nice filly, and I think she'll probably do very well tomorrow. But I love driving the babies. We got those. We got a bunch of horses in great spots tomorrow. Victories, Pick to Win. These aren't great horses, but they're in a good spot. That's our job. And I hope they do great tomorrow. So, no, I'm not tired. Did I do a lot of driving today? Yes. Not tired in the least. I'm going to get up tomorrow. I'm going to be sharp as a tack. See my shout out today on Facebook?
Oh, your drink.
Yeah. Jess gave me a shout out on Facebook. Thank you, Jess, for trying that. Starbucks is not giving me any free drinks for that, by the way. A great day today. Happy with the babies. Still angry with myself a little bit somewhere inside. Pushing that great horse off his feet. Still makes me angry. But he'll be fine. Now the plan is for them, as I said in an earlier video, we're going to give them, they're going to stay in Pennsylvania. We're going to try and get Foxy Seaside sorted out and raced in the pop-up series. I don't want to re-qualify those horses again. He's a great guy, raced in the pop-up series. And who's the other colt over there? Oh, Manhattan Money made a break, raced in the pop-up series. Those horses are going to be in next weekend. I think I am going to stay Friday and drive what's that horse's name? Arrowhead Hanover. I love that horse. He's getting better every week. And Amy, she really wants me to stay and drive that horse. So I'm going to drive Arrowhead Hanover, Kings County. Who's the third one, do you know?
3 Point.
Oh, right. I just got mixed up. I couldn't remember Kings County, and I just said it. Kings County, 3 Point, and Arrowhead Hanover on Friday. And then I'm going to drive home. I'm not going to be home till 2 o'clock on Friday night. But that's okay.
Saturday a.m.
That would be Saturday a.m. You're right.
Ava.
Oh, Ava Lily's with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to have to suck it up. She's a good traveler. She's a good little traveler, Ava. She volunteered to go on Monday. I can't remember. I can't forget her tomorrow. I can take her back to the States. Don't let me forget my Nexus card for her.
And you have to remember not to forget her at camp.
I wouldn't. Would I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better text me and remind me. Anyway, a great day at the burn. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. For my partners on Brace for Landing, there. Back on track. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, I was... really?
You're welcome.
Is that why you were here? Because I flipped out?
That's true.
Yeah.
You got to thank Amy. Amy was adamant that I had to come and drive Brace for Landing. So I think Brace is back on track. He's good. I've been thinking about it since the race. Maybe race him at Grand River next week on a 5/8. We'll bounce him around. I don't know if he's ready just to jump forward back into like the now. You know what they're like at Mohawk. Poor bugger will be in the Open next week. Maybe Grand River, maybe Georgian. Dominic and I, we'll have a talk tomorrow about it. But for now, it is a good day. A good day at the barn for the babies and the meadows. A good day at Mohawk. For the most part, a good day all around. Some discussions to be had tomorrow, but we'll get that done. So, a good start to the week. What day is today? Tuesday? Yeah, it's a good start to the week. We got Wednesday, Thursday. Should be some fun. Ava and I will be on tour, and then Friday night race, and then back here. I need to be back here because Ollie plays at 8 a.m. in Cambridge, right? 8 a.m. in Cambridge. So that's what's on for this week. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your night. If you're, I don't know, a vampire, I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.